Don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today. And though you've come through many obstacles.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to Adventure Time, Season 6, Episode 18. There's not really a lot to talk about, because unlike with other shows, this isn't an ongoing story. It's very episodic, and I believe I talked about this before. But with Adventure Time, it's usually okay, because there are certain things that will connect randomly into the future. Plus, even the episodic stuff tends to be really batshit insane in kind of a very entertaining way. So usually it can at least... I can at least enjoy it comparatively to other episodic shows. I don't know what to expect going into this. I don't know what's really happening at all with this. So we're just going to kind of have to continue and find out. Yeah, not a long amount of pre-thoughts here, but again, I don't really have much of anything to open up with. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So, that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. Yeah, that was weird. So Magic Man comes in, puts Jake to sleep, and causes him to go inside of himself. Like, his face melts into his body and causes him to, like, enter this, like, world where everything is him. And there's this weird little adventure he goes on where it's like he's having to deal with all of that and all these people within who are voiced by Billy West, and it's like... And one of the guys who's voiced by Billy West doing the Professor Farnsworth voice from Futurama goes up and sees Finn and melts because Finn's ugly. And Jake gets out and to get a snack because he's hungry, and the entire world was like having earthquakes because he was hungry, and he's just out. And I was thinking, like, the only way he would be able to get out is by listening, or by following Magic Man's advice and all, but I went back and listened, and Magic Man's advice doesn't seem to mean anything. He says, the waffle doll will fall lest you eat the yellow dough. And that does not seem to actually, like, imply anything. At least not that I can think of. Because he tried to eat some of the yellow food at one point, which, again, was made of him, so he couldn't. It hurt him. There was a waffle doll at one point, at the beginning, when he first entered the city, but it's like, none of it, outside of them appearing, nothing about that was relevant to him escaping this. Nothing about it was relevant to him just surviving this experience or anything. It was just incredibly random bullshit. It was probably meant to make us think that it was going to be something, but it was just random bullshit. And it's just like, oh, okay. It was interesting to hear Billy West in this. He's a great voice actor. Like I said in the reaction, he was at Midwest Media Expo in 2016. I think I actually talked to him very briefly, but I didn't get a picture with him, unfortunately. There were quite a few guests there that I would have liked to get a picture with, but weren't able to. Him and Greg Wiseman were two of the specific examples. I only got a picture with a few of the guests who were there that year. but he was pretty cool from what I remember. And yeah, I definitely know his voices from things, especially Futurama. Like, again, two of his characters in here were literally just two Futurama voices. Goose was Fry, and Eric Adamsonkin, something like that. He was the Professor Farnsworth voice. It is like so blatantly the same voices. um, and it was just, it was a weird episode. It was kind of uncomfy at points. Um, and it's just not much to talk about because it doesn't seem on the surface that it's going to have any repercussions going forward. But considering Magic Man was in it, who fucking knows? It might. It, excuse me. It might somehow be important later on. I don't know. We'll have to see, I guess. But in the meantime, tell me in the comments below, what did you think of this episode of Adventure Time Season 6? And thank you so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.